Hello students, good morning everyone. Welcome to the High Court test. So, in this class we'll discuss about the microeconomics. Microeconomics, in our previous class we have completed one of the chapter in macroeconomics where you have came to know the meaning of the economics in our previous classes. Okay, so today let us go in deep knowledge about the market condition and the economy of our country. Before proceeding further, you would receive some basic definitions or information which could be useful for our further following classes. So, before going to know about the microeconomics, let us know what is meant by the economics. Economics is nothing but it is a social science. As I said that it is a social science. Social science, it deals with the human behavior. In the previous class itself I have told that this is related to whom? Related to the people. People is nothing but here we will study about the people's behavior, human behavior, where in the society, in the process of production, in the process of production, consumption, exchange and distribution of goods and services with the given resources. With the given resources. So, economics is nothing but it is the process of production. Production means producing the goods, converting the raw materials into the finished goods. Consumption. Consumption means after the production what we will do? The human will consume the product for his ultimate needs and wants to fulfill that. Exchange and distribution of goods. If that is nothing but trade. Okay, of goods and services with the given resources. What are the resources that we have in the economy? Land, labor, capital and organization. Okay, these are the resources, right? Resources. With these resources, whatever we do the activities in the economy, that is said as an economics. Okay. Now, as we know, microeconomics is nothing but it deals with the individual resources. Individually, we will talk about here everything. It may be related to the economy, consumption, production, next any distribution of goods and services. Here we will speak what individually by taking one by one. Macroeconomics means we will consider the economy as a whole. Economy as a whole. Okay. Now let us see certain important definitions about the microeconomics. Scarcity of resources. The first one we have is scarcity of resources. So, scarcity of resources is nothing but limitation of resources in relation to its demand. Okay, see here, listen carefully. This is our economy. Okay, in economy, our resources are very limited. Land, labor, capital, organizations, everything is limited. But the peoples are unlimited. How many crores we have a population? How many of the, what is the population of our country? Something 128 or something, right? So, see, when we compare the population, to this resources, the resources are very limited. Okay, why? Because the human wants are unlimited. Human wants are unlimited. Anyone can say that my wants are limited? No, right? Everyone has a desire to purchase one or other thing. Firstly, as soon as he get up from the bed, he needs tea or coffee. Okay, he needs the breakfast, he needs the again lunch, again dinner. In order to prepare all those things, what we need the resource, right? So every human being has a certain wants as well as needs. Okay, so firstly what he will do, he will fulfill his needs, then he will goes for the desires. Okay, so scarcity of resources is nothing but the limitation of resources in relation to the demand. The people has a more demand for the products, that is goods and services, but resources are very limited. For that, what we will say, scarcity of resources. Now let us see next point. Allocation of resources. Allocation of resources. It refers to the distribution of resources for producing the goods and services. It is related to the central problem of the country. So, this is very important. This allocating the resources has become one of the central problem of economy, has become one of the central problem of economy. Why? Because there are very limited resources, but the peoples are so many. We can't distribute equally to all. So, whomever pay the more amount, that is whatever the amount is there for the resources, he will get the resources. Okay, free of cost no one will get, right? So, allocating the resources for what purpose? For the production of goods or services, or for the personal consumption, we can say. Okay, so this is allocation of resources, is nothing but distribution of resources for the production of goods and services. It is related to the central problem of the country. In the country itself, this is one of the central problem which we are facing now. Now, let us move towards the microeconomics and macroeconomics in detail. We have already discussed the difference between, right? But let's once again revise this. Microeconomics and macroeconomics. Micro, the word has been derived from a Greek micros. Micro is nothing but it is the word which has been derived from the Greek that is said as micros, which means small. Okay. So, macro is the word which is derived from the Greek word called macros. Macros, which means large. So, in the micro, what we will do? We will study about the economy as a individually. We will study here individual economy, that is individual demand, supply, price, like that. Okay. What happens in the macroeconomics? We will study the aggregate demand, aggregate supply, savings, etc. So, this is the introduction about the microeconomics. So, microeconomics is nothing but it is the social science which is related to the people, that is society, human behavior. Here what we will see, the process of production, consumption and exchange, distribution of goods and services with the given resources. Given resources are nothing but land, labor, capital and organization. Here we have is the scarcity of resources. Scarcity of resources is nothing but limitation of resources in relation to its demand. Next, allocation of resources. Allocation of resources is nothing but distribution of resources for the production of goods and services. This is one of the central problem of the economy. Microeconomics. This word has been derived from a Greek word called micros, which means a small. Here we will study about the individual demand, supply and price. Macroeconomics has been derived from a Greek word called macros, which means a large. Here we will study about the aggregate demand, aggregate supply, savings, etc. So, in the next class we will go to the economic problems or the central problems of an economy, which is going to be a very interesting one. So, these are just a basic of microeconomics. Thank you.